caused by an injury. ARH orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Bank of Hyman Hometown 24. Big matchup tonight from Letcher County Central High School, a big district game, and the Jenkins Cavaliers will come to town to face the Letcher County Central Cougars. Manus Blair, Jim McCauley, and David Adams, and the hometown crew with you. And Jim, the girls at Jenkins are trying to get it together to build them a team, and Letcher Central is trying to keep the momentum going of playing well.
Yeah, that's exactly right, David. And you know, Jenkins, they've gotten some wins this year. Marvin Boggs, and we've known Marvin for a long time, does a great job as a coach. And, Rome wasn't built in a day. And,
that's right.
You get things going with a small school. You've got to get, it's cyclical. And hopefully these younger girls will start the Jenkins tradition. It's a very, very proud girls basketball tradition at Jenkins High School.
Yeah, you just got to start, down in the elementary, put a group together, bring them up, and, just keep working well. Minus Letcher Central's been playing well of late.
Yeah, and, that's what you're trying to get accomplished as you move into the middle of February, and Letcher Central has been able to put some things together. Coach Baker has come up with some different lineups and different looks, and as a result of that, they have, as you said, they have been playing better basketball. And, the Knox County game that we've done here.
Right.
And so I think Letcher Central is looking at being one of those teams. We talked Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. They're looking to be in that Tier 2, hoping to be in Tier 1 as they get close to district tournament play.
Our district tournament's not long off, guys, as we will have that. A week from Monday night, we'll start the district tournament for the girls and the boys, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go along tonight and try to see where some big key matchups may be in the districts in the first round.
Oh, yeah.
And, these two teams playing tonight. Matter of fact, the boys' game coming up about 20 minutes after this one. These two teams will meet first game of the district as well, and what a game that could be. And we'll get a big idea tonight how it's starting to line up there, Manus.
Yeah, and, pretty much with the girls, it's already pretty much laid out that it'll be June Buchanan and Jenkins playing in the 4-5 game, with the winner playing Knox Central, and then in the 2-3 game will be Letcher Central and Cordia. So pretty much on the girls' side, it's laid out for us.
Oh, absolutely. And you look at the Cougars, they will play, they will play Cordia?
Yes.
Cordia girls.
Yep.
And Jenkins will, of course, face Knox County Central in girls. In boys, in the 53rd, Patriots will play Cordia, and then you will have Jenkins and Letcher Central going at it in the boys as well. Is that correct, guys?
I think it's Cordia. Cordia is the
fourth seed.
Yeah. June Buchanan.
Will they have to play June Buchanan and Cordia to face Knox County?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So we got the fifth place team.
We got the 4-5.
Yeah. A lot of districts don't have that, guys. A lot of districts.
Three teams.
Yeah. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip from Letcher County Central High School on the Bank of Hyman Game of the Week. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
That turn on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Letcher County Central High School here in Whitesburg. Is our first game getting ready to start between the Jenkins Lady Cavaliers and the Letcher County Central Lady Cougars. And Manus, you know what time of the night it is. It's that special time to get our lineups in and play a little round ball.
Yeah, and first for the away team will be the Jenkins Lady Cavaliers. 3-20 on the season, coached by, as we've said, Mr. Marvin Boggs. And they're announcing they're selling chances on the UK Vanderbilt game next Wednesday,
absolutely.
which I will be going to.
And I think you will enjoy that. Are you putting a bet on that game, Manus?
No, because the last time I was in Nashville for it, and
maybe you ought to stay home this time.
my wife said to, but I'm not going to. But anyway.
Let's go with it.
Let's move on. And, of course, it will be number 1, senior Kylie Tosin for the Jenkins Lady Cavaliers. Number 25, sophomore Ashley Fields. Number 15, junior Harlow Bates. Number 14, Aya Chabala. And number 4, sophomore Abigail Lilly. And next on the starting line, will be the Letcher County Central Lady Cougars, 15-11 on the season, coached by Mr. Keith Baker.
As the lights go out at Letcher Central.
And actually, for the first time almost this year, I was
ready. Yes, sir.
Hey, you're getting used to it.
Yeah. But I'm glad that everybody does this with their home games throughout the region for the girls and their boys teams.
Yeah.
Number 1, first for the Lady Cougars, senior guard, Kara Holcomb. Number 5, senior Paige Dameron. 52, junior Allie Bailey. Number 25, junior Scarlett Stamper. And number 4, sophomore Molly Caudill.
Caudill, a nice shooter for them. She is really got her game going if she gets daylight at the 3 spot.
And the thing about Molly is just getting her to shoot the ball.
Good crowd coming in on senior night at Letcher County Central, so we should have a very, very nice crowd as this game continues to go, and expecting a good boys basketball game tonight, guys, later on.
Yes, sir. It's been the talk of the town.
Yes, it has.
A lot of Jenkins fans already here.
We got a nice crowd here by 6 o'clock already, and Letcher Central with the tip. Across to Holcomb.
I'm surprised Holcomb didn't put that up. That's her range.
Caudill with a 3, and it's long. Rebound's going to come to Holcomb. Jenkins playing a 3-2, or I don't believe it's a drop. It's more of a 2-1-2 zone. Dameron into Bailey. Bailey off the board, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Stamper. Misses it. Shot by Dameron. It's long. Rebound comes down and out of bounds, and it will be Jenkins basketball.
Cougars 3 chances there, guys. Just shot a little hard to get started here with.
Jenkins will inbound underneath. Bates with the basketball, gives it up to Towson. And it's going to be knocked away and picked up by Dameron. Caudill with the 3, it doesn't go. Knocked out of bounds, it will be Jenkins basketball.
Jenkins might have to bring one of the back players up, and then coach has already done that. So he's already on the move, guys.
Of course, Coach Boggs coached at Letcher Central, coached at Whitesburg Middle School, has a lot of experience.
And
and the principal is Dameron will knock down the 3.
He's got a big job, guys, principal.
And you know, I think that with Marvin, it was kind of they didn't have a coach going into the season.
Right.
And if you know Marvin, he's quick to step up. And it's not easy being a principal. Then you throw Coach in on it. He probably doesn't get to come home very often.
No, he doesn't. There's a lot of time you have to check the old building out, guys.
Yeah. Dameron will go to the line where she is a 55% free throw shooter. She makes the first.
6:45 to go in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, we're at Letcher County Central High School for doubleheader night on the Bank of Hyman, hometown 24 games of the week.
And a rebound come down to Chippewa. And Molly Caudill is going to be called for a walk. Bates to throw it in. Comes into Towson. It's knocked away by Stamper. Holcomb with a 3, and it's going to be long. Rebound's going to come down, and it's going to be a foul call.
You know, Kara's not been shooting the ball at her normal clip the last couple of weeks, and this would be a great game for her to work on getting that confidence back in that stroke, because definitely one of the premier shooters in the region.
Yeah, anytime you're shooting around the 40% from 3, you definitely are one of the best. Pass goes into the front court, and Fields has the basketball. Letcher Central in man-to-man, and it's going to be blocked on Fields by Dameron, and Jenkins will retain the basketball underneath the basket.
Jenkins losing a couple kids off this team from last season who did a lot of scoring for them, maybe.
Yeah, and you know they're going to have to work from the grade school programs, their youth programs, all the way up. And that's always true of a small school.
Yeah, right. You're right.
Dameron gives it up to Caudill. Jenkins still in the zone. And there's what Jim Bob was talking about.
Yeah, you could tell the rotation on the shot was even different than the first time.
And her feet was planted better, and it's thrown away that time by Lily. Gives it up to Holcomb for the 3, and it'll be 2 in a row.
And that's where they need her to be going into district and region play.
You don't want her shooting the basketball.
Caudle with the 3 on this side, misses it long, and the rebound comes down to Lily. Tosin will bring it up for the Cavaliers.
Caudle got a good look. That's her look, guys. She usually gets that much time in that daylight. She usually
and you remember the Knott County Central game, she hit a bunch of shots down there. And Harlow with the shot up, and it's going to be rebound, and it's going to be a tie-up, and it will stay with Jenkins. And Bates in there battling for the rebound.
You know, Harlow Bates, the niece to 14th region player of the year in 1988, Chris Harlow at Fleming Neon. So good basketball genetics. Her mom could play really well.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
I still can hear Dougie and Sue talking to her. Ball goes to Holcomb, and she is going to be fouled, and that's going to be Bates's second foul, I believe. And it is.
Dougie and Sue up there at Neon. What some teams they had, guys. Had some good ball teams every year.
Oh, yeah.
Every year. They was tough.
And Holcomb makes the first. That's when the 53rd District girls ruled supreme for a few years.
Yes, they did. Some tough ball teams.
And unfortunately, one of those years or 2, 3, I was coaching against those people.
Our good friend Zeke Jones, principal up there, Big Zeke, always good when I get a run into him, talk with him. He's a classy guy, Zeke Jones.
Yes, he is. Goes into Bailey, back to Holcomb for the 3. It's going to come up short. Rebound's going to come down to Caudle.
Thought Holcomb's feet was too close that time, guys. She normally has, her base with her shoulders, but they were in a little close that time.
Bailey gives it up to Stamper, 15-footer, no good. Tosin with a rebound for the Cavaliers.
Coach Baker getting ready to sub all 5 out, guys.
Tosin with a move, and it's picked up, tied up. Nope, she wrestles it out there, and it's going to be a turnover as Dameron comes out with a basketball.
Good pass.
And Stamper is fouled by Lily.
Good ball movement.
Yeah, nice entry pass out there into Stamper from Caudle.
Stamper shooting 36% on the season and rolls that
Rattles
one
and
in.
rolls in.
Yep. As, let's see, Hatton, Pavlik, Baker, and Wright will come in. Anderson to come in if Stamper is able to make this one, and she does. Seems like, guys, when someone shoots below 60%, and I mention it, they make both.
They make them.
It's just like, Manus, you're wrong. You're incorrect with those. And it's stolen. Pavlik has the basketball. Open avenue with the left hand, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Lily, but it's taken away by Anderson.
I like to move on to the basket. Went up with the left hand off the glass. That's the correct way to do that.
Wright with the 3, and it's long. Rebound's going to come down to Pavlik. Goes right back up, misses it, but the Anderson misses it. Rebound comes down to Tosin.
Ball's got to go in the square if you're underneath.
And Tosin will dribble it off her foot, and it'll be Lady Cougar basketball.
30-second timeout. We'll leave that here with 2:52 to go. All Cougars so far early in the game. And
Mr. Darrell McBee walks by.
Yep.
I've been poked in the back. Evidently, a lot of people know us or
yes,
something. They keep
are
poking and doing this stuff. So
Tick Lewis
we're glad to see people out tonight.
Yeah, Tick Lewis be in the house tonight. Not He'll be watching Hometown 24. You can count on him.
You know,
Sonny
Darryl
Frazier.
Yeah, Darryl's one of those guys that always around the youth sports. You know, he was Pee Wee football, elementary football, middle school football at Martha Jane Potter for years and years and years.
And, you know, you got to have people like that
Yep.
in smaller communities. You got to have them, David.
You got to have them. Bumper. I know Bumper Adams is watching the game tonight. We'll say hello. And our good friend Dexter Campbell. We cannot forget our buddy Dexter.
Ball goes around the zone for the Cougars. Jenkins playing the zone. Kaylee Baker off the board and puts it in. Towson with the basketball, gets it up. It's stolen by Anderson. Wright looks up to Pavlik. Thought about giving it to Hatton, but she misses the shot. Towson with the rebound. Pavlik with a back tip. Cross to Hatton. Baker will reset. Pavlik with the three, and
Nice
she
shot.
will knock it down.
Good follow through there from 20 feet.
4 threes so far for the Lady Cougars. Ball's deflected, but Towson able to pick it up to Lily behind the defense. Lily goes in, nice fake, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Wright. Baker into the lane, gives it up to Pavlik. 18-footer, good.
Nice shot.
Good form. Good follow through on her shot.
And it's knocked away and knocked away again, but Jenkins has it. Towson with the basketball goes in, and it's knocked away. All the way across to Hatton. Baker wide open for the three. Rattles and doesn't go. Towson with the rebound.
Under a minute, first quarter. Doubleheader night at Letcher County Central High School.
Towson tries to get it inside, knocked away, and we will have 5 more players come in. And I think I may have all of them on my roster.
Yeah,
Comes into Towson to Fields. Spins off the board, and it will go. It will go.
Fields use the old board like he's supposed to, guys.
Foul was on Dixon, her first.
See Coach Dickie Adams walking in, former coach of the Cougars.
And Fields will complete the three-point play. As into the game will be Kelly for the Cavaliers. Dixon will bring the basketball up. Horn set goes to Howard, misses it. Rebound comes down to Fields.
Clock at 15. Cavaliers has got to work that ball quickly and set up a shot.
Almost went there. Tyree with the rebound. There's the steal, puts it up, and doesn't go down, and that's going to be a foul before the horn, and that's going to be on Tyree.
So she'll get a couple shots here as
no
the
time.
quarter ends.
Yep.
Yeah, no time on the clock. So
First one's up, and it is very good. Doesn't hit the, as my old coach said, that one counts because it didn't hit the rim.
Absolutely.
So nice shot, and the second one rose, and you got backspin, and it goes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Cougars in the first quarter. 3 threes. And
4 threes.
4 threes. That's right. She hit the one in the corner, right
Yes.
corner to end it up. So Cougars hot tonight, shooting it well. And Jenkins still in it, playing hard, you know. Second quarter going to get ready to take off here for us. Saturday night, Hometown 24. Bobcats and the Patriots. Should be a dandy.
Oh, yeah.
You want to tune in for that one over in Hyman. So,
and the last week.
I know it's just about this district
Don't make
tournament
me get
this year.
emotional.
But I mean, it is. It's really as quickly as it moves, and you know, you start out, and we've watched these teams all grow. Every game we watched them play, and leading off the very, very exciting district and regional tournament, just right down the road, just a couple of weeks away.
And the best time of the year, as the Cougars have their starting lineup come back in. Holcomb with the 3, and it's on target, but doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Bates. Fields advances it up, goes into Lily. Kelly, and Kelly, it's going to be tied up, but Stamper is able to rip it out of there. Goes to Dameron. Caudle. Holcomb. Dameron for the 3, and it's off. Rebound's going to come down to Bates. And it's knocked away by Stamper. Gives it up to Bailey. And it's going to be a block. Nope, foul is on Tosin, her first.
A little too much body there. So should get an opportunity at the line for 2.
Bailey will shoot 2.
Crowd still coming in,
Oh,
guys.
yeah. It's going to be a really nice crowd.
Your neighbors, when neighbors play and they're.
And, you know, that's something about Jenkins coming back into the 14th region. You know, I would venture a guess that not many crowds that Jenkins have, that when we went up there and when they come back down here, is that you have a whole lot of people that's interested in this game continually to be played. Ball was knocked out. Jenkins with the basketball.
I think this game tonight, especially in the boys contest, I think you'll get a pretty good idea how
both of them stand.
Yeah, yeah.
And the ball was knocked away. Dameron with the basketball. Dameron 3. It rattles and doesn't go. Bailey with a rebound and the putback.
Yeah, I agree, David. It's going to be a good barometer.
I think so. And I think you'll see both teams. I don't know what they played up. I just watched part of the game up at Jenkins. But do you expect man-to-man most of the game out of both of them?
I would envision that both of them will be playing man-to-man. Yep.
Yeah.
Holcomb goes into Bailey. Bailey turns back to Holcomb for the 3, and it will go. And that will be Holcomb's third 3 on the night.
You know, I was looking at the RPI. Jenkins and the boys is number 2 in the 14th region in RPI.
Yep.
You know, one of the better teams they've had in Jenkins in quite a while. And there's nothing that they would like than to come over here and knock Letcher Central off at Letcher Central.
Would the parade be on in downtown Jenkins tonight?
Yeah, Todd DePriest would have the fire trucks lined up and be ready to roll.
You would see the Jenkins City cops meet them.
Well, you know the thing about this game, I've already
guys.
seen people that, that's Holcomb with a 3 in the corner. Rebound come down to Kelly and knocked away by Caudle. Caudle goes up, doesn't go. Bailey with a putback. But you've seen people that were Letcher Central people who's wearing green, and people from Jenkins wearing blue.
Just where grandmommy and grandbabies go.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Fields goes into the lane and off the board and puts it in.
Yep.
Give Fields 5 on the night.
14-footer uses the board.
Into Bailey. Cottle with the 3, and it rattles and goes. Letcher Central picking up 3/4 with a 1-2-2 against Jenkins. Jenkins handled it last time rather well. As you say, David, someone's got to be in the middle, and Lily was in the middle.
Yes, she was.
17-footer misses it. Dameron with the rebound. Going straight to the goal, lays it in.
Good speed there.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. She's got very good straightaway speed.
Yep.
The ball's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Letcher Central basketball with 4:21 to go. And, you know, there's some people that I haven't even seen at a basketball game that's here. But that's good, just good for both communities and both schools to have people come watch basketball.
Absolutely.
What else you going to do, sit at the house? No. But those for sitting at the house watching, thank you for tuning in. Pavlik 18-footer, it's going to be long, rebound to Hatton. Baker goes in with a floater, it comes up short. Rebound down to the Cavaliers. Fields with the basketball, knocked away by Hatton. And it goes through the hands of Lily, and Hatton will advance the basketball up. Wright with the 3, and it's going to be off. Rebound to Pavlik.
Pavlik got those long arms. And she can just really go up and keep it active.
And knocks down another jumper.
You know, that's good form, guys, right there. And good follow through. And
that's 7 for Pavlik.
Doing some things right on the shooting tonight.
As we always say, you don't manufacture size and length. And there's the jumper that doesn't go that time by Bates. Right 18-footer, there's Pavlik. 18-footer Pavlik, it's long, rebound's going to come down to Wright. All the way across, Pavlik with a skill. Pavlik with another shot, misses it, rebound comes down to Wright. Into Anderson, to Hatton. Hatton with a nice move. Misses it. Pavlik with a rebound. Doesn't go. Hatton gets the rebound. Pavlik jumper, misses it. And it will be Jenkins basketball.
Well, several opportunities, just couldn't get it to drop, guys.
Yep, as we near the 2-minute mark of the first half. Tosin spins up with it, almost went. Anderson with the rebound.
Good ball movement by the Cougars.
Jenkins still in the zone. Baker to Pavlik, 18-footer, and it will go.
She got a nice touch, young lady, guys. Pavlik.
You know, Dickie Adams might have had something to do with that.
Well, I'll tell you what, whoever worked with her on her shots got her doing it correctly.
Goes out of bounds, and it will be Lady Cougar basketball.
You know, Coach Baker using this game to get some varsity time in front of the big crowd. And that's a good move on his part.
Dixon with the basketball as we near the 1-minute mark. Howard off the board and Tosin with the rebound. Talked to Bailey Howard's grandfather and said, I've got mixed feelings. He's got the, as I say that, Bailey puts it in. Keith Howard wearing green tonight, he said. Long three doesn't go, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it will be Lady Cougar basketball.
Half a minute left in the half, and
you know, I mentioned Brian Howard, you know, and Brian Howard, one of the best basketball players in the last few years at Whitesburg High School. And that one's going to be laid in by Tyree. Of course, I coached against Brian Howard as a freshman.
And he's one of our middle school coaches who does an outstanding job in our middle school program.
Right.
3 seconds on the clock.
Long three, and it's going to count, and it doesn't go.
Yep.
And that will end the first half.
We'll take a break as well on doubleheader night here on the Bank of Hyman, Hometown 24, Games of the Week. We'll be coming back. It's all Cougars first time.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a favorite medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
In today's world, staying connected is more important than ever. We're not just here to sell you a plan or a phone. We're here to serve you because we live and work right here in the communities we call home. At Appalachian Wireless, you're not just another customer. You're our neighbor, a friend, and a part of our family. We're here to keep you connected to what matters most. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
That turn on the ceiling fan, use the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Welcome back to Letcher County Central High School. We're at halftime of our first game tonight between Jenkins Lady Cavaliers and the Letcher County Central Cougars. Guys, to be honest with you, I thought Coach Baker took advantage of this opportunity for more youth to play more than anything.
Well, and you know what you're trying to do, and you know, it's just a fact, and Coach Marvin Boggs would tell you it's kind of a struggle for him right now. But you know, just like you all said, it is something that as a Jenkins Lady Cavaliers, they're playing with a jersey on their back and they're playing hard. When you're talking about Letcher Central, you're looking to the district tournament and you're trying to get everybody some shots up and you're trying to move the basketball and do some of the things that you typically talk about throughout the year, boxing out, you know, just the fundamental kinds of things. So, you know, that it is what it is.
You know, I always felt like very challenging as a coach. You want those kids to, like you said, work on those things. But sometimes, you know, the league gets up a little bit, the kids lose focus, then everybody ends up mad.
Yeah.
And, you know, so, you know, you want to work on ball movement, you want to work on doing all the things the right way. But sometimes as a coach, it's a very difficult situation to maintain all the kids' focus.
I noticed Jenkins on the floor, guys. They're going to the spots where they're supposed to go. They're just quick with the pass. But you can tell Coach Boggs has been working with these kids and trying to get them in line and trying to do fundamental things with them. So,
well, and you can see him even at halftime here. He's pulling someone off to the side and talking to him about, you know, where you need to be and what you need to be doing. And, you know, once again, it's going to take a while to get back, and Jenkins Lady Cavaliers have an esteemed basketball history in the 14th region and in the 53rd district. And, you know, just give them time, and they'll be back.
Oh, yeah, I mean, great players have played that program. I mean, you know, going back, you know, I know that Manus and David go back further, but, you know, you talk about Whitney Creech.
Oh,
yeah. Automatically you're talking, you know.
Pretty nice ball player,
not
Whitney
bad.
Creech.
Well, and, you know, when Jerry Bentley coached and Teresa Bentley coached.
Some outstanding
had
teams.
good teams all the time,
and,
Teresa and Jerry.
Christy Sexton with the
Christy
Marshall
Sexton,
played.
outstanding player.
Super. Courtney Myers went on and stood out at Alice Lloyd.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
forgot about Courtney. And, you know, you're talking about Deborah Oden, who's helped start the program.
And,
yes. At the University of Kentucky, one of the premier players in the state of Kentucky during those years. And when girls basketball started, and it's just something that it will take time. And as we're talking, Coach Boggs going over some stuff with his group right now. So it just takes small steps that ultimately leads to bigger steps.
Jenkins will have the basketball as we get started back in our second half action here. And want to remind everybody again, about 20 minutes after this one, the guys will warm up, go after it, and it should be a dandy, so you definitely want to stay around for that one.
Letcher Central in a 2-1-2 now coming out in the third quarter. Towson with a shot, and it will go. Her first two. She's their leading scorer. Along with Ashley Fields, she's averaging 8 points on the season.
1-3-1 defense by the Cavaliers.
Goes into Scarlett Stamper, into and off the board, and she will lay it in.
Stamper seems to be moving better, playing better. Seems to be improving at her role.
Well, I think in the forward spot, it's conducive to her play. Goes off the foot of Fields, and she is fouled by Caudle. Fields with a long jumper, misses it, rebound to Dameron. Holcomb with a three, and it's long. Caudle with a rebound, goes up and puts it in.
Caudle is smooth.
I like that, take an extra dribble, get in there and get the shot off.
She knew she had time there, Jim. You heard the player, the defender was blocked off some, and she had time, and that was a good move on her part.
Oh, my.
Towson's shot goes around and around and around and comes out. Dameron into the lane, off the board, and it goes in.
Yeah, nice take by Dameron through the traffic.
Cougars in that 2-3 and really just packing it in.
It's knocked away, and it's tied. I thought it was tied up, but Caudle with a skip pass to Dameron.
I thought Caudle may take 2 or 3 dribbles over and fire that.
And there she does fire it, and it's going to be long. Rebound to Holcomb. Caudle into the lane, throws it up, and knocked out of bounds, and it will be Cavalier basketball. And Kelly will come in for Lily. Pass is over Fields' head, but she's able to tip it. Towson is taken away by Caudle. Caudle gives it up to Holcomb, left hand off the board and in.
Nice play there, right off the glass.
Give Holcomb 12. Stolen by Dameron. Dameron goes in, lays it off, and good. Give Dameron 10. 4:24 to go. And you can see Coach Boggs still coaching away. Bates back to Fields for the long three.
Oh,
Short.
Thought it was good.
Rebound comes down to Bates. Back out to Fields off the board. Doesn't go. Rebound by Bates again, and she will put it in.
Yeah, good work in there by Harlow Bates.
Yep, good rebound. And, put her back for the Cavaliers.
And Tosin will block the shot on Dameron. And will come Pavlik, Anderson, Hatton, Wright, and Baker. Sounds like a law firm there for a second.
A lot of subs tonight, man,
Yeah.
Squire.
That was like a law firm for just a second.
Yeah.
Ball comes in all the way across to Hatton. Right with a three, and it's short. Rebound comes down to Kelly. Fields knocked away by Pavlik out of bounds as we're under the 3-minute mark. And it'll be a full timeout by Jenkins.
So we'll take one as well. All Cougars so far. We'll take a break and be back to Whitesburg. Stay with us.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome back to Letcher County Central High School, the Bank of Hyman, Hometown 24 games of the week. Glad you're with us tonight. Cavaliers will have the basketball as we get started back. 2:52, third quarter.
Letcher Central still in the 2-3. Tosin with an 18-footer, banks it and misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Baker. Pavlik to Wright for the three, and it will go.
Hey, Wright got her feet set.
They gave her a 2
through.
on that, man. That's from
Yep.
the stats. So it was on the line.
I think they need to do a review. Oh, no.
Don't tell them
We
that.
don't want reviews in high school basketball.
No.
Even though we've had a review this year, and Pavlik steals it off of Fields. Stops. Gives it back to Wright for another three, and it comes up short. Rebound to Tosin. Guys, I hate the 2.5-hour NCAA games, and Pavlik will steal it again. Shot the gap, goes in, and misses the bunny. Hatton gets the rebound, back to Pavlik, and puts it in. Surely they were talking about the 30-second shot clock and all these other things, and I think basketball in Kentucky is just fine.
Yeah. You know, you just get so aggravated.
My
it feels
opinion.
Like, yeah, people,
My opinion.
Well, people feel like they always have to adjust a little bit, but
yeah. As we near the 1-minute mark, Baker into the lane. Nobody stops her. Goes in, misses it. Kick back for 3 by Wright, and she knocks it down. Was that a 3?
Yeah, that was a 3.
Okay. And new subs coming in for Letcher Central.
This quarter about ready to end, 34 seconds.
Fields with a 3, and it was right on target, misses it. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Cavalier basketball.
Cougars may have time for another bucket here.
Dixon off the board, and it is good. And that will end the third quarter.
We'll take a break as well. Come back. Fourth quarter coming up from Whitesburg. Stay with us.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Well, it's filling up nicely, guys. We're up into the...
Absolutely, and welcome back to fourth quarter. Getting ready to start here at Whitesburg. And, guys, what a nice place to come and have a basketball game. Not a bad seat in the house at Letcher County Central. Or the gym.
Oh, no,
well, and tonight, some of the perches that normally is covered by the senior stuff is some of the people normally sit there on the rail and watch it.
That's a good spot.
And when I'm not doing it on TV or radio or whatever, that's places I'd like to stand because I like to holler to referees. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. But anyway, we'll start the fourth quarter here. I don't think I've even mentioned officials, have I? Chris Ambergy, Dylan Fields, and Keith Morgan.
Very experienced crew.
Cougars will have the ball to start the fourth quarter.
And Jenkins in a 1-2-2. Holcomb goes into Bailey. Bailey off the board, puts it in. Tosin into the lane. Floater doesn't go. Rebound to Stamper. Stolen by Tosin. Gives it up to Fields. Fields off the board and good. Goes into Stamper in the middle lane. Turns, gives it to Dameron for the 3. Comes up short. Fields with the rebound. Tosin with a shot, and it's going to be long. Dameron with a 3, and it's good.
Nice touch by Dameron.
Dameron with 13.
I think she's leading off scorers right now, isn't she?
Yep. Shot was blocked by Holcomb. Dameron into the lane, pull up, and it goes.
Left side of that left elbow and makes the net move, guys.
Tosin with a 3, and it will go.
Nice touch there. Tosin, the 20-footer off the right side.
Ball goes to Bailey. Cottle with a 3, and it's short. Stamper rebounds it, gives it up to Bailey off the board and good.
And I would think Coach Baker's trying to get all 3 units in a little bit in this quarter.
Yeah, and it's, you know, when the clock's running, it goes so fast. It's really hard to sub.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
And Dylan Fields that time let him sub in. Really wasn't even a dead ball situation.
No, and you just rotate everybody in to get them the maximum number of minutes when the clock is running. Three is up and long rebound. And it Rose doesn't go. Rebound to Wright. Hatton to Pavlik. And it's a 2.
I tell you what, Pavlik's form tonight has been right on target, guys. Good follow through. That's what makes you feet good and square and those hands going towards that rim.
And there's going to be a foul call, and that's going to be on Pavlik. And that will send Lilly to the line for 2. First one is short. Second one is good. Goes into Anderson, kicks it back to Wright for the 3. Comes up short, rebound to Pavlik. Turnover Letcher Central as Lilly makes the steal.
Good ball movement there by the Cougars to get that shot.
Pavlik with a steal. Pavlik with a 2. It rolls, doesn't go. Wright with a rebound off the board and misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Pavlik. 3 by Wright, and it's good. And Olivia Kelly will come in for Jenkins.
And Coach Baker will get the 3rd unit in that he has brought in the game tonight. So, and all the units that come in for the Cougars seem to get up and down the floor well and move the ball well. And you can tell Jenkins is trying to make some improvements here and there, guys. And they know where to go. They just, Jim, it's just learning a group, starting them out, getting them there.
Tyree lays it in.
Cavaliers will.
Owens and Hall will come in for the Cavaliers for the first time.
2 young players, very young.
And the shot goes up, doesn't go that time for Hall. Dixon gives it back across. Into Tyree and misses it. And that was good.
Presley Wright.
Yep.
Miss Wright hit the 15-footer and
Sloan,
excuse me. Yeah, Presley Sloan.
You know what?
I was agreeing with you. I was trying to write it down.
Nice 15-foot jumper there. Good follow through and made it pay.
Rebound to Fields, and she's fouled on
nice
the way.
Move.
Tyree will pick up her second, and Fields will shoot 2. Where she is 1 for 1 already tonight. First one is good. Give her 8. And that rolls out. Tyree with a rebound. 1 minute and 25 seconds to go. Tyree gives it up, and Howard will put it in.
Howard, nice touch off the glass.
Step through by Fields, doesn't go, and it will be Jenkins basketball.
58 seconds to go in the game. Want to remind everyone, about 20 minutes from now, we'll have the boys contest. That will be Jenkins and Letcher Central going at it in boys basketball.
Dixon with a steal and puts it in. You know, when I saw Chris Ambergy move down there, that's the quickest I've seen him move since he was shortstop for the Knott County Central Patriots.
That's in the 70s too, man.
Well, not oh, he's going to watch this. He's not going to like that comment.
Chris and I graduated together, so
you can't say much.
No, not a whole lot.
You can't say much. Fields goes in off the board, nice, and it goes.
Is Dameron going to be the player of the game, senior?
Dameron will be the player of the game. She had 15 points.
Yep.
Shot goes up, and it's good. And
Sophie Hogg.
Yep, that's Hogg with her first 2. And that's going to end the basketball game, guys.
Yep. So congratulations to the Cougars on a win, a district win, and Dameron will be our Alice Lloyd College player of the game. We're going to take a break. You be sure to stay with us as the boys come out on the court warming up, so it shouldn't be long. We'll have some good high school basketball for you in this second game. You won't want to miss it at all, so you be sure to stay with us. This is the Bank of Highland Hometown 24 Games of the Week. We'll be back.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
In today's world, staying connected is more important than ever. We're not just here to sell you a plan or a phone. We're here to serve you because we live and work right here in the communities we call home. At Appalachian Wireless, you're not just another customer. You're our neighbor, a friend, and a part of our family. We're here to keep you connected to what matters most. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Welcome back to Letcher.
Hi, I'm attorney David.
Well, first game in the books tonight on their Bank of Hyman. Hometown 24 games of the week. Paige Dameron will join us. Big game from her tonight, but most of all, Paige, the games leading up for this game tonight. Tonight's game was a game where Coach tried to get everybody involved, but the games that y'all played coming into this game, y'all been playing much better basketball.
Yeah, we've been practicing for district and region, and we've just been trying to play a whole lot harder as a team.
I noticed here of late, Manus will, I'm sure, ask you an easy question in a minute, but I noticed of late you're all moving the basketball better, you're handling the ball better, and you're protecting it better.
Yeah, at practice, Keith has been on to me about handling the ball a lot better because of district and region. So he's been putting our best defender on me at practice and telling me not to turn it away.
That's a good plan.
Well, you know, and too, I've watched you for a long time, long time.
Yeah.
But, you know, improvements and, you know, collectively and individually it's just takes a while sometimes for your team to come together. And, you know, what's some of the things that have come together for you all? You know, David mentioned it. In the last 3 or 4 games, what's some of the things, or what has allowed you to click a little bit better in relation to the improved play? Not necessarily in wins, but handling the basketball better and not giving up easy turnovers that lead to baskets on the other side.
We started trusting each other a lot more. By growing trust, we grew a lot better ball movement and a lot better scoring.
Yeah.
At the start of the year, we had you all on some, and it seemed like the chemistry was not there. You know, be honest with you, Paige, and it seemed like y'all were struggling handling the ball. You were struggling passing the ball. We come back just a week or 2 ago, and who is that? Who is that play? I mean, it was entirely a new team.
Yeah, after last year's team, we lost our leading scorer and our ball handler, so we've been using this year to figure out who was going to take those spots.
And you figure now that you all are ready to go. I tell you what, you were very impressed when we watched you all. It really was.
And you know, coming in, you all will be playing Cordia.
I think so.
Cordia. So going into district tournament play, what's something that you, in your mind, either individually or team, that need to? How many more games you got? One?
Hopefully a lot more than one.
See there, she's thinking ahead. There's no question about that.
In order to get what you want. I know at Letcher Central.
One more to get to the championship.
And, that's something that we, and I say we because I've always been a Letcher Central person, but, it's always been that goal to win the district, win the region, and get to the state. If anything, what is something that you need to do individually or collectively in order to attain that goal?
As a team, we need to make the easy shots. When we get the steals and the rebounds, we need to make all the easy shots we miss. Some of us have been there before and played on the stage that we're about to play on.
Right.
So we know how.
It's different, isn't it, Paige?
Yeah, it's a lot different than this.
Yeah, it is. Tonight's feels kind of a district final, maybe?
Yeah, the crowd definitely makes it feel a lot like it's district.
Now, you're a senior. You're getting ready to graduate and go out. What's the plan?
After high school, I'm going to become a pharmacist.
Have you selected your college yet?
The Cumberlands.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
nice.
Good school, Cumberland. Down at Williamsburg.
Yeah.
Very good school. Very good
So,
school.
boys game coming up.
Yeah, we want your prediction. The boys' game coming up. We want you to predict, Pate. We're not putting you on the spot or nothing.
I'm
now.
a little biased because my uncle's the coach. Oh, Trevor, I'm going to have to say he's going to win.
Oh, there you go.
And we got it on tape, and he's going to watch this tonight now. So.
Yeah.
He better be up here later.
Okay.
Paige, thank you for coming up.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Congratulations for
Thank
being
you.
player of the game, and best of luck to you. Paige Dameron of the Cougars. We're going to take a break. We'll be back, talk some more basketball. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad, turn on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bedbugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
In today's world, staying connected is more important than ever. We're not just here to sell you a plan or a phone. We're here to serve you because we live and work right here in the communities we call home. At Appalachian Wireless, you're not just another customer. You're our neighbor, a friend, and a part of our family. We're here to keep you connected to what matters most. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
That turned on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Welcome back to Letcher County Central High School on the Bank of Hyman. Hometown 24 games of the week. First game, the Cougars. Lady Cougars winner there. The boys game getting ready to start. We're about 8 minutes away from the lineups here at Letcher County Central High School. Guys, this game is going to be a little interesting, to say the least. They've done met once this year. Jenkins the winner up at Jenkins. And Jim, what will Letcher County Central do different this time?
Well, I think the number one factor is, they've got a few players that didn't play at that game, and I'm not making any excuses at all.
Right.
Jenkins has a really good ball team, but by having a little bit more depth, it's going to allow them to play a little bit more pressure defense. And, it all starts with them. It's Terry Delaney, getting him going.
Well, and, too, when you have people that has injuries, and, of course, Jenkins has had them too, it allows other players to get more playing time than what they normally do. And then when they do get back at full strength, then that solidifies your bench players and people that played in different spots and different roles that they had not played prior to the injury.
That's right. Now you look at this Jenkins team, big win up at Jenkins over Letcher Central. What do they do? Do they change anything, or are they going to stick with what works for them, guys?
Well, I mean,
because they got to play them again shortly.
Well, Jenkins is 20-4. Do you, when you're the favorite coming in, and tonight they're the favorite, so do you change anything when you're the favorite? My answer to that is no.
No, and I think with Jenkins, that they are such a long and athletic team.
Mm-hmm.
You've got, in my opinion, one of the best rebounders in the region in Aiden Hayes.
Right.
Long kid, love the way he plays. You've got, at guard, Gavin Gibson, 6'4", 6'5" kid that can also get in. And then you've got Hayes, another 6'4" kid that's so they really crash the boards, get those second chance points. And that's one thing that Letcher Central is going to have to really block out really well to keep Jenkins off the board.
And they have to get back in transition defense because Sexton's going to push the ball up the floor. And the thing about it is all their bigs can also get a rebound and push it up the floor, which puts a lot of pressure on you getting back into transition.
What about the Cavaliers, guys? Their schedule, I've looked at their schedule. There's been some games on there that has what we call cupcakes.
Yeah.
And then they'll play maybe a tough team. Personally speaking, my experience in it, you got to play the good teams to be the good team.
But you know, the thing about it is that's giving them confidence that you can't get sometimes. And, you know, coming from being a small school coach like GMO, you know, you've got to win.
Get used to it.
And get accustomed to it, and then it becomes a habit.
Yeah.
And, you know, the thing about it with, you know, we talk about the keys of the game with Jenkins. I just think that what they've got to do is they got to advance the basketball up the floor, look to shoot it, go to the boards. And, you know, when you look at that first game that they played, they out-rebounded Letcher Central. They went to the free throw line more than. And those are keys to anything. Taking the ball, putting the pressure on the officials to make those calls, get to the free throw line, put them in foul trouble, and then pound the boards, get the loose balls, all those. Just don't turn the basketball over.
Yeah.
Letcher Central's going to play them man-to-man, I'm sure.
Jim, Cougars have looked very well the last week and a half, 2 weeks. They are playing extremely hard. They have good chemistry. They're sharing the ball. What's the key success for the Cougars
you know,
tonight?
I think it's going to be the same thing that we've talked the last couple of games we've had from Letcher Central. And one is who is going to be the complimentary scorers off of Delaney. We know Delaney's one of the top scorers in the region. You know, we saw Logan Kahn step up against Leslie, Jason McCool, Gavin Ramsey. But one of those kids, Harrison they need to have a really good game tonight. Now, they don't need to, you know, but everybody needs to contribute.
But it can't be like it was the last time. Delaney had 31 points and 15 rebounds. Nobody else was in double figures. Somebody else has to pick up the pace because Jenkins and Coach Lee are going to concentrate on Terry Delaney.
Oh, yes. Yes, and you know, Jenkins has got a really good on-the-ball defender and ball player in Braden Sexton.
Yes.
Braden, you know, he's the one that can shoot it outside. But, you know, again, the last time they played, most of his points came on driving in, getting fouled, going to the rack. So, you know, Letcher Central, defensively, it's going to be very, very important to stay calm, keep the player in front of you, and do those things. But I think with both teams, when you have a big rivalry game, and guys, this is a big rivalry.
Yes, it is.
All you have to do is look around in the gym.
The number one thing is the first 2 minutes, who gets rid of the nerves first and who gets started first. It's going to make a big deal on this game.
And we're going to get ready to start ourselves. Just a couple minutes from tip-off at Letcher County Central. It's the Bank of Hyman, Hometown 24 Games of the Week. When we come back, starting lineup at tip. Stay with us. We're coming back.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Coach, and they're going to say the same thing.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Welcome back to Letcher County Central High School. Getting ready for our starting lineups of game number 2 here, and we're looking forward to this. District rivals coming up on Hometown 24. Manus, it looks like we're ready for the big show, and the starting lineups are coming up shortly right here.
Yeah, and if we could get Robert Lewis, there he goes.
Hey, Robert's ready.
And of course, it will be the first team, which will be the away team or visitor on the scoreboard. And I think they're acknowledging, is that Peyton Dixon down there? Berea College basketball player out in the front there.
Peyton, what a career he had at Letcher Central, guys. Took the injury his last season, but
yeah, he could.
He played well.
Well, the thing I'm most proud of, I was talking to him before the girls' game, and he said he had a 3.9 GPA at Berea. Yep. And I said, man, that does my heart well.
Oh, yeah.
And when it's all said and done, and when basketball or your sports career ends and you move on to being what you're planning on being in your career, and that's what he's doing well.
Absolutely. That young man worked hard on the basketball court as well in the classroom.
And as I was saying, the Jenkins Cavaliers will be the visitor, of course, on the scoreboard, 20-4 on the season. First will be number 20, senior forward Gavin Gibson. Number 10, senior guard Braden Sexton. 00, sophomore forward Cameron Hayes. Number 1, junior guard Kale Owens. And number 22, senior forward Aiden Hayes. And, of course, the Jenkins Cavaliers are coached by Mr. Winston Lee. And now for the homestanding Letcher County Central Cougars, 12-12 on the season.
Well, the lights are out, but we're here. No doubt about it.
Just don't move and afraid of tripping over something.
That's exactly right.
And first for the Letcher County Central Cougars, number 14, junior forward Turry Delaney. Number 3, senior guard Jason McCool. Number 2, junior forward Harrison Addington. Number 33, freshman center Jaden Wright. And number 0, senior guard Gavin Ramsey. And Letcher Central is coached by Trevor Noble.
Guys, I have to say, this is one of the biggest crowds I've seen in a while.
Yep.
At Cougar Gym.
Yeah, it's packed out.
It is a good crowd on a Thursday night for basketball in Eastern Kentucky, and we're glad we're here to bring it to you as the guys kind of match up, get ready for the jump. And fellas, it looks like We've got another good ball game
Oh, yeah.
in the house on Hometown 24.
And Delaney will step in against Gibson, and the tap will go to the Cavaliers. Officials once again, as in the first, Chris Ambergy, Keith Morgan, and Dylan Fields.
That 2-3 zone by the Cavs, Cougars.
And Hayes with a knockdown.
6-footer turns around, nice follow through.
Man-to-man by Jenkins. Owens guarding Delaney. Wright loses control of the basketball, but Addington's able to control it in the backcourt. Wright with a jumper off, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Jenkins basketball.
Wright had a good look, shot it to the right, just too far.
2-2-1 looks like from Letcher County Central. Handles it well, gets it across through the Cavs. Gibson into the lane, gives it up to Hayes, pump fake. Sexton with a three. It's long, rebound's going to come down to Sexton as he was not boxed out.
Great job by Sexton getting
tough on the zone sometimes, guys, to get that block out. I don't see a cutter going through yet. There he goes.
You go. You asked for it and you got it. Overload. Hayes with the jumper. Rose doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down. Stolen by Ramsey. In the middle of the floor. Nobody stopped the basketball. Gives it up to Wright, and it's blocked. Gets his own rebound. Misses it. Hayes comes down with it.
You got to stick that in, that second one, guys.
Yep.
You got to be strong. Go up and put it off the glass.
Gibson with the three, and it's going to be off. Battle for the rebound. Owens has it. Sexton in the middle of the lane. Floater doesn't go. Rebound to Delaney.
Yeah, Letcher Central going to have to do a much better job blocking out.
Addington, nobody guarding him. Three not goes, and it's going to go out of bounds. Cavalier basketball. Right now looks like the Cougars a little bit nervous coming out here, guys.
Big district game, rivals, so it'll settle in soon.
Owens into the lane, goes up and through, left hand, doesn't go. Did everything but go in.
Yeah, good move by Owens in the paint.
Delaney splits it to Ramsey. Owens works out, goes into Wright, going against Hayes.
Yeah, somebody for the Cougars got to be able to knock down that 10 to 12 footer. Whether it's Wright or Addington.
Delaney really getting a lot of attention wherever he goes, guys.
Addington in the lane, gives it up to Delaney, and it rolls and doesn't go.
Both teams missed a couple of close shots in the last two possessions.
Got a cap on that thing as Hayes with the rebound. Coach Lee with the throw to Hayes. Jumper doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down, and it's going to go off the Cavaliers.
And that's a shot. If I'm the Cougars, I'm fine with Hayes taking that fadeaway 12-footer. We just don't. You just don't want him driving to the basket.
And, of course, for the Cavaliers, he shot on this goal these two goals many a time. And Owens nearly stole the basketball, and he's going to pick up the foul.
I
Good
like
hustle.
that.
Yeah.
I would like that. That's a hustle play.
Yes.
And
he was playing the old snake in the grass
Yeah.
and looking to steal that across the paint pass. Get it out here in a minute. McCool will bring it up. And it's knocked away by Sexton. He goes in and lays it in.
Sexton dribbling, goes up, uses the board well, Jim, and that's how you do the layup.
Oh, yeah, he's a great athlete.
But you got to protect the basketball out front. You can't
do.
be you can't. You got to pound it.
Can't stand
and
up.
That's going to be another turnover. As Wright's pass stolen by Hayes goes in, blocked by Wright, out of bounds.
You can't stand up and handle that basketball, guys. You got to protect it. 4-0 their score. 4 minutes to go, first quarter.
Goes into Hayes, kicker to Gibson. Gibson trying to get into the lane, and a lot of traffic in there, and it's blocked and out of bounds.
You're not going to get that with that many traffic.
Well, as the old saying goes, if you go through a forest, you're going to hit a limb sometimes. And Hayes is tied up by Addington, and it will be a turnover, and the basketball will go to the Cougars.
Over half of the first quarter gone by, and Cougars yet to score.
Yep. And, they've been patient to a fault down here on this end, but the turnovers, you don't get anything
That's exactly right.
You don't get anything on the glass.
Guys, this is almost the Cougars. They've got to set starting some back screens like this to get these guys open.
And Addington misses it. Jenkins is playing a soft man-to-man except for on Delaney, so got to come up with some different things on the offensive end.
And they're kind of shading McCoo a little bit as well.
And it's going to be a turnover as Delaney picks it up, gives it up to Wright. Bounce pass is going to be turned over, and it's going to be turned over by Hayes. Got a turnover fest taking place here. Gives it up to Wright. Cameron Hayes staying right in the middle of the lane. Shot by McCool, and it doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to Gibson. Cross to Sexton. Jumper is no good. Rebound comes down to Addington.
Guys, really not in a scoring fest right now.
Well, when you get a defensive struggle, somebody's just got to get hot, guys.
Well, we talked about the rival thing and your nerves. Everybody's amped up a little higher than normal.
Addington, and the ball is kicked out of bounds, and it's going to go off of Gibson.
Jenkins being very active with their hands and giving the Cougars all kinds of trouble.
And Colton Delaney and Mason Boggs comes in for Addington, Ramsey, and Wright. And this is the group that spurred them on in the Leslie County game, except for Boggs. First action for him in quite some time. McCool gives it up to Colton Delaney, skips to Logan Kahn.
Now, Colton Delaney can stretch out and hit that 16, 18-foot shot.
Pass skipped to, I thought it was going out of bounds for a second. And the foul is going to be on Owens, and that's going to be his second foul.
And Owens an outstanding defender. I mean, he's really.
Yeah, he's.
And Preston Hammonds, who has a slight ankle turn, is in the basketball game for Coach Lee.
Yeah, Hammonds had a good year this year for the Cavaliers.
Also a good defensive player. Delaney goes into Delaney, turns, pivots, and it's going to go off of him and out of bounds, and it's going to be another turnover on the Cougars.
Can't be soft, Mr. Delaney. You got
three people around him
now.
Yep.
Or give it back out.
Sexton goes into Hayes to Hammonds, back to Hayes, turns, pivots, gives it to Gibson, reverse, and he is fouled on the opposite side. And that's going to be on Colton Delaney. That's going to be his first. Gibson to the line, where he is a 49% free throw shooter. And I think I've written that down. No way Gavin Gibson is a 49% free throw shooter. I'm going to have to look that up. And misses the second.
Delaney's got to have some room, offense a little better space, and he's got to go to the goal. But he's got to bend his back. He can't stand high until he gets there.
Sexton goes in off the board, doesn't go, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Cougar basketball as we near the 1 minute mark at 5-0. Yeah. Totally unexpected.
It's a good soccer score.
Yes, it is.
Under 1 minute. McCool with a three, doesn't go. Rebound's going to be knocked out, and it will be Cougar basketball. Con to inbounds. Delaney coming off the triple staggered screen.
You know, both teams getting a lot of good looks, man. That's, you know,
And they're going to go.
You are right,
Both
Jim.
teams, they'll start sticking them here. Delaney with the three. Make that a two. As Jim said,
18-footer.
he can hit that
Yeah,
thing.
he can really. He's going to force the defense to come out and guard it.
Looks like maybe Cavaliers to go for one with 28 seconds here.
The zone of Letcher Central is going out some.
They're leaving one man on the opposite side, comes to the middle.
And Dixon had nowhere to go, blocked. And that's going to be a wow. Oh. And Sexton puts it in.
Seven to two.
Turnover on Letcher Central.
Didn't go all the way out. It's the only thing I could figure.
And layup goes in for Gibson.
And to make it 9-2, quarter number one is over at Letcher County Central. We'll take a break. We'll be back second quarter coming up.
This is the fourth app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
9-2 our score at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter getting ready to go. Guys, to be honest, co-shooting out of both teams, really. And they will settle in, I think, with time and get going here because they've had good shots, both teams.
I mean, the difference right now is simply Jenkins is a little bit more aggressive. I feel like they're, getting after it just a little bit harder than the Cougars right here.
Those 50-50 balls.
Yep.
Those are very crucial. But we've seen the Cougars be down quite a margin, guys, and come back.
Well, I would venture a guess if Coach Noble said Jenkins had 9 points after the first quarter, he'd be tickled. But he didn't realize his team would only have 2. Goes in to Gibson, back to Sexton for the three. No go. Delaney with the rebound, pushing it up to Boggs, who will shoot the three. And it's no good. Rebound to Sexton, knocked away by Delaney. Cavalier basketball.
Guys, I thought Boggs had a good look.
Yep. Gibson with the three, doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to Delaney. Looks up to Con, gives it up to Colton. Delaney back to Addington, goes in, and it's blocked, and it will be Cavalier basketball. In the middle lane comes Hayes, scoop-de-doo,
nice move.
Missed it. Rebound's going to come down to Addington. And Delaney goes to the floor, and that's going to be a timeout called by Coach Noble.
I think that should be a 30, and it is, so we'll keep it here, guys.
Yeah, Jenkins just pressuring the ball and everywhere. I mean, just really pressuring.
Let me use the R word right now. Ragged.
Yeah. I thought the Cougars are rebounding, but they're not really being smart with it after they get the rebound,
Well, in the old basketball days, you'd push it up the middle, then you'd flare out go in and bounce pass and lay it in for a layup. In today's basketball, it's flare out to the three and shoot the three.
Shoot the three.
And I know you guys are sitting out there watching it, and you're older as I am. You're saying, come on. But that's just the way the game.
Yep.
Some people call it evolved into that, and, you know, everybody thinks the three-pointer needs to be shot before the layup. Anyway, that's my commentary.
There you go.
Let's move it on. Back screen, Delaney turns, pivots, goes up, misses it. Gibson with a rebound. Stolen by Delaney in the middle of the lane, 2 against 1, steps through, left hand, misses it. Oh. Low. Rebound comes to Delaney. He goes up, but we've got a foul on the floor, and that's going to be on Hayes.
Oh, you all know the game horse. I'd love to be playing horse against these guys tonight.
Yeah, I think.
And it's tipped away as Hayes gets his hands on the inbounds pass and steals it. Screen for Sexton, gives it up to Hayes, drives the baseline,
Nice take.
puts it in.
I really, really like his game. You know, if I'm Coach Lee, I'm going to find ways to get him the ball because he is such a smart player.
And, you know, he heard me.
Yeah, you're right.
11-2 our score.
Boggs goes in, kicks to Addington. Delaney with a 3, and it's off and goes out of bounds, and it will be Cavalier basketball. McCool will come in, and Kahn will go out for Letcher Central.
Delaney cannot give up on this game, guys. He's got to attack the basket, go to the line, get it going for the Cougars.
And ball goes in the middle, and it's a turnover. And there's going to be another turnover.
My goodness.
Gives it up to Hayes, and he is fouled by McCool. McCool's first.
Nice lob pass there.
Cameron Hayes.
And I don't even think that on that outlet pass that Mason Boggs even saw the ball coming to him.
He did not.
No.
Cameron Hayes, 70% on the season. And the first, it's not going to go. Delaney with the rebound. Delaney, nobody stops him, goes up. Delaney, Colton Delaney with a rebound and puts it back.
Nice putback, too. Strong. He went up off the glass.
Yeah, for a freshman, he's got a great body.
And he's got the only 4 points for the Cougars. Man-to-man, shot by Hayes. It's good.
Good shot.
Yeah, got a 17-footer, guys.
Yeah, Hayes has got a really nice face-up game out there.
Give him 6. Goes into McCool, and that's going to be a turnover.
I'm not for sure how many turnovers the Cougars have right now, but they've got to be getting close to double digits, man.
Yeah, and, you know, a lot of them has led to something down here on the other end. Cavaliers have not converted as many as they needed to. Gillum in the ball game for Letcher Central along with Ramsey. (15-4), 4:48 in the first half, and that's going to be a turnover on the Cavaliers. And Gillum, ball was not deflected, just court awareness in that situation. Somebody's got to be hollering too. That ball was not deflected. Gibson comes off going in. Nope. Goes to Sexton on the baseline, gives it back to Hayes. He's caught on the baseline, and that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, neither team really putting on a clinic of clean basketball at this time.
No. I don't think they'll be sending this to Naismith.
No.
But anyway, it's 15-4.
Setting that low stack, breaking out of it. And right there's the guy got to get started for the Cougars.
And Delaney shot it too long. Rebound to Addington. Gillum with a 3. It's long. Rebounds fought for. And it's going to come down to Gibson. Sexton up the left side, into the lane, gives it up to Cameron Hayes. 3 shot, doesn't go. Rebound to Gillum.
.345 till half. 15-4 is the score.
Good draw to McCool. No good. Ramsey with a rebound. Gillum gives it up to McCool.
Yeah, Gillum's got to be able to look for that shot. That's why he's in there.
And if he
shoot the
doesn't, then Coach Noble's going to say, come over and sit with me.
Yeah.
Delaney going downhill, gives the kick to Ramsey into the lane, gives it up to Addington. Short jumper, no good. Rebound to Hammonds.
Sexton does a good job penetrating and kicking.
Hayes goes in, and it's blocked, and it's going to be a foul. And that foul, I don't know if it's Gillum or Delaney.
I think it was Gillum.
It was Gillum. And that will send Aiden Hayes to the line, where he is a 57% free throw shooter. First one is good.
16-4 score. And
McCool's coming out, and Con in for the Cougars.
Don't see how the Cougars could really shoot it any worse or have the turnovers any worse, and they're still in the ball games, really, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's the worst case scenario on every end for the Cougars right now.
Cougars advance it up. Con gives it to Gillum. 3 doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Delaney. Delaney powers it up. He's fouled on the way up.
Now that's Delaney, how he's got to play aggressive against Jenkins under the basket. No question about it.
And that foul was on, I thought it was on Hammonds, but it must have been on Aiden Hayes. Delaney will go to the line for the Cougars. First time as he makes the first, 75% on the season. Boggs and Wright back in as Addington and Gillum comes in. Or goes out, I'm sorry. Second one, Rose doesn't go. Gibson up with a rebound.
I think on both ends we've seen more balls go in, down the cylinder, and back out.
You know, when you were AD, I'd always say you tighten the rims too tight.
Oh, no way, man.
So we pass that on to Blake Mason. Gibson gives it up to Hayes into the lane, and nice left-hand layup.
Nice move.
Very nice move. Good
Give
control.
Hayes 5.
Good control, going to the basket.
Boggs with the basketball, being hounded by Hammonds, and he steals it, gives it up to Hayes, and Hayes goes in, misses it, but there's Sexton to put it back in.
50-50 ball.
Yep.
And that's nice job by Sexton.
Hustling down.
Following it back up instead of I was thinking that it was going to be a gimme. Delaney with a 3, doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Sexton. Gibson in the middle of the floor goes in. Nice pass. Blocked by Wright, but Hayes gets it back, puts it in.
Going to be a timeout by the Cougars as the Cavaliers are on the run. 22-5 score. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters. Family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
(22-5) our score. Cougars will have the basketball, and guys, co-shooting, but Jenkins taking advantage of their scoring in the paint right now.
Yes.
Getting the hustle balls, putting them back in.
And, you know, it's due to their defense and playing the Cougars up front as we have split the post. Delaney with the shot, doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Gibson. Gibson going back and forth. Sexton comes and gets the ball as we go behind the back. Sexton goes in, but it's stolen. Ramsey with the basketball. Kahn blocked by Sexton. Cameron Hayes with the basketball, gives it up to Hayes, who's behind the defense. It's blocked. Hayes gives it up to Gibson. Goes it down the lane, gives it up to Sexton, and it's lost. And it's going to be a foul call. And that's going to be on Boggs. That'll be his first, and that will send Sexton to the line for the first time tonight. 74% on the season. Rattles and doesn't go. McCool will come in for Boggs.
51 seconds, and Cougars have a shot to bring it down, maybe and find a good shot, but Jenkins keeps adding to the score.
Yeah.
Free throw here, bucket here, and you turn around and look and you're down 18, guys.
They scored 2 field goals in the first half.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me let that sink in for a second.
Delaney goes in, gives it up to McCool for the three, and it goes. You can see a sigh of relief as Coach Boggs comes and grabs something off the floor that was thrown on the floor.
I would think.
You saw all the fans at Letcher Central exhale after one went down.
It works.
Hayes beats
But
his man,
now-
goes in, dunks the ball.
You know, you see the lane
down. Take it home.
They just called a technical on Hayes for celebrating. But you know what? I bet he'll take that because that was a great move, nice finish.
And nobody came. He beat his man and went straight
the
in
lane
there.
was wide open.
And that will send Delaney to shoot the technicals. And the first one is good. Second one is good.
And now the Cougars still have enough time to get another bucket. And if you're Jenkins, I mean, Hayes left about at the volleyball serve line.
Oh, I heard him
there.
calling for permission to take off from the airport.
Yeah. Houston.
5 seconds.
And are they going to get one off here? Kahn does get it off, and it is not going to go, and that will end the first half.
We'll take a break, come back for the man Toyota at the half. 25-10, Jenkins leading. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
In today's world, staying connected is more important than ever. We're not just here to sell you a plan or a phone. We're here to serve you because we live and work right here in the communities we call home. At Appalachian Wireless, you're not just another customer. You're our neighbor, a friend, and a part of our family. We're here to keep you connected to what matters most. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome to the man, Toyota at the half. 25-10 their score at halftime. And Jenkins picking up those extra shots in the paint after the miss is the difference in the ball game. Really off of turnovers, just a couple of buckets, but I thought those extra rebounds, Manus, were huge in the ball game.
And not only that, they have gone to the line 11 times as a result of attacking the inside. Letcher Central has gone to the line 4 times, and 2 of those were as a result of a technical.
Yeah.
So that tells you that they're settling for the outside jumpers just by looking at those statistics. So I agree with you, David. It's attacking the rim, attacking the zone, and then when Letcher Central went man-to-man, of course, as we saw with Aiden Hayes, took it right down the middle for the jam.
Yeah. Jim, Hayes has been a matchup problem for the Cougars so far.
Yeah, and if I'm with Lee at halftime, I'm thinking, guys, we got to get the ball to Hayes more.
Yeah.
He does everything down there the right way. One of the biggest things, we talked about turnovers not really hurting the Cougars, but they did limit their attempts. There was probably 8 or 9 times that they didn't get a shot because of an errant pass here or a turnover before they even got to their offensive set. I don't know right now what how many more shots Jenkins has gotten than Letcher Central right now, but considerably more attempts.
Yeah.
Well, this is probably nothing like we expected. Either way, if you'd have said to Trevor Noble before the game, your team would have 10 points at halftime.
Who would have believed that?
Nobody. And then, on the other hand, if you'd have said, well, Coach Noble, we limited Jenkins to 25, they would be thinking, man, we're in good shape. So, and vice versa with Winston Lee. You know, he's thinking, we've got to come out, and I'm going to use your words, the first 3 minutes, and let's put the hammer down on Letcher Central and not let them back in this basketball game.
Yeah. Jim, what do you do if you're the Cougars?
You know, if the Cougars, one thing.
Change?
Well, I'm going to have to start setting screens, running some cutters, trying to get the spacing. The spacing's not good on offense. You know, Jenkins' defense, you know, they've got 3 to 4 guys in the paint like we saw last night from Leslie County.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't make a kid hit an open shot.
No.
You can't do that. But you can at least let somebody else, you know, cut, screen, try to drive in to draw a foul.
And I think that's key, too. They got to drive to the basket. And then if someone cuts them off, give it to a cutter, or then shoot that wide open 3 after movement. And with Jenkins, if I'm Coach Lee, I'm going to say let's work the basketball. If they come back out in the zone, let's work it, work it, work it. Let's go inside out or diagonal passes for the open 3, or the pump fake, take it in there, and then, like they've been doing, go to the free throw line. Got to box them out, got to continue to play defense, and you cannot let Delaney get involved in the basketball game.
I think the first 3 minutes of this half is very huge for the Cougars, guys. Very huge.
I'm sorry I took your words.
Well, I agree on both, both facets. Jenkins, like I said, they did not shoot well.
No.
I don't know, from the three-point line, they didn't. Sexton 2 or 3 times made nice drives in the paint, dished it out, and they missed the threes. But the difference is they're getting those rebounds, those extra buckets in. So we'll see who comes out, gets on it.
I want to remind everyone on the mandatory at the half, we'll be at Knott County Central on Saturday night for a breath at Knott County. Tomorrow night we'll be doing the WYMT game at Martin County as Johnson Central comes to town for a girl-boy doubleheader. Should be a dandy over there at Martin County, and a good one in Hyman on Saturday night. It's a couple minutes away. We'll have the second half. Stay with us here on Hometown 24. We got more basketball coming up.
Just want to watch the game. Dad turned on the ceiling fan, used the gray remote, hit power, then input. It's not working. That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
25-10 our score as we get ready for the second half here at Letcher County Central High School. We want to thank all the administration here at Letcher County Central for letting Hometown 24 come in, and your hospitality is always great here at Letcher County Central, and we thank you for that. Guys, first 3 minutes, mark it down. If Cougars don't get in this thing and the Cavaliers keep hitting a shot or two, you got a big problem the rest of the way. You got a big hill to climb.
Somebody's going to get hot. And if it's the Cavs, they're going to bury the Cougars.
Yes,
the Cougars get hot, they can claw their way back in. But ain't no way either team can be as abysmal shooting as what we saw in the first half.
No. When you look at the statistics, Letcher Central shoots 49.1 on the season. Jenkins shoots 50.4. No way that they shoot this bad in the second half.
Third quarter underway from Letcher County Central High School.
Ramsey goes into the lane, gives it to McCool. Hayes playing off of Kahn. Ramsey goes in. Kahn with the basketball. Backdoor. McCoo didn't get him. Crossover dribble and blocked by Hayes, and it will go out of bounds.
Made a good move.
Yeah.
Just couldn't get the shot off. Nice defense by the Cavaliers.
Kick out to Kahn.
You can't get gun shy if you're
No.
a Cougar.
And, you know, Jim ordered up screens, and it seemed a lot of screening taking place here. The old Bobby Knight screen away.
Yeah, and you have to, and then somebody's got to be willing to put their head down and get to the goal like this right here.
And that's what Addington did, but did not make it. As the old saying goes, you got to use the backboard, David Adams.
If you don't, it makes it much, much harder to get the old bucket, guys.
Backdoor by Sexton. There's Hayes, and he
I'm
puts it
telling
in.
you guys, Hayes needs to touch the ball every possession.
Yes, you're right, Jim. He
Double
does.
figures with Hayes with 11.
27-10 their score. Largest lead for the Cougars, 17.
Goes into Delaney, and he is fouled. And if that's Owens, that's going to be, and it is, that's his third foul.
You would probably, Coach Lee is going to leave him, but he's going to switch him on another man, I would think.
And the kick
And
out
that's just,
stolen. You know, Jenkins' defense concentrates on Terry Delaney. You got to make good passes to him. And it's going to be back to Gibson, gives it
Nice
up.
pass.
There's Hayes, and he is fouled.
Yeah, that's on Ramsey.
And that's going to be Ramsey's first. And Hayes will go to the line where he's already 1 for 2 tonight. Hayes, who just recently come back from a concussion, and looks like he's doing fine.
Oh, yeah.
It's not bothering him a bit. He's
And
back playing real well.
And Boggs will come in for Ramsey. Second one is good.
$29-10, and Cougars need a bucket badly.
Delaney turn around good.
12-footer, he gets it.
Give Delaney 5 on the night. Sexton with the basketball. Owens will go down, but it's recovered by Cameron Hayes, and it's going to be a timeout by Jenkins.
It's going to be a 30, so we'll leave that here. Jenkins is using the lane quite a bit, guys. They're passing out to the side or corner, and then they have their cutter go down. They're trying to hit the lane about each time down.
And you know the thing about it is, as long as Jenkins takes good care of the basketball, doesn't throw it away where it leads to easy baskets and live turnovers that lead to easy baskets for Letcher Central. Right now, it's going to be really tough for Letcher Central to get back in this basketball game.
Yeah, you know, and it's kind of you at what point, and I mean, we're early in the third quarter, but, you know, at what point do you really start ramping up ball pressure and trying, because it could go either way. When you do that, you're either giving up layups or you're going to turn the ball over. But when does Letcher Central decide to go into scramble mode?
Well,
I tell you what, I would consider that right now because doubling the ball, especially down low, taking a chance in the corners, setting your D up, minus when you're down 17, you got to make something happen.
Yep. Sexton with a spin, it's knocked away, but a foul's going to be called on Kahn.
Once again, Jenkins doing a great job of opening the lane up with their offense.
And that will send Sexton to the line. 1 of 2 on the night. And, you know, mentioned, you know, at halftime, Jenkins got to take it in there, get to the free throw line, and this will be their 3rd and 4th free throws in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Second one goes up, and it's good.
Largest lead of the game right now for the Cavaliers.
Kahn beats him off the dribble, blocked by Hayes. Sexton with the basketball, 5 against 4. Hayes gives it up, and they're going to call a walk on Hayes.
So Hayes really did a good job, blocked down here and hustled to come down into the lane on the other end.
And, you know, they had the odds there, and he had a nice look.
Yep.
He just shuffled the feet before making the pass. And that's going to be a turnover on the coup. Jenkins bringing the basketball up as we near the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds by McCool. Ramsey will come in for Kahn. Coach Noble trying to find somebody to spark the Cougars. Hayes goes in and it's blocked.
A foul on Holbrook there.
Yep.
I thought Holbrook had an opportunity to take a charge there, guys.
Holbrook picks up his first.
Smart move by the Cavaliers to make the drive in.
Yeah. And once again, they're going to go to the free throw line. As Hayes, who's done a little bit of everything, cleans up the floor.
I'll tell you what, that dunk he had in the first half, second quarter.
SC
that was
top
as
10.
good as you'll see all year in the region.
Oh, yeah, he
Seen
hammered it.
Spurrier down at Breathitt County take advantage of a couple dunks and look good, but this Hayes had a nice one.
Hammonds comes in for Owens as Cameron Hayes will shoot the second, and he will make the second one. Ramsey being guarded by Cameron Hayes. Holbrook with a 3. It's off. Rebound's going to come down to, and it will be out of bounds, and it will go with the Cougars. Cougar crazies over there in the corner had very little to scream and holler about. Delaney taking Hayes, goes in, scoops, doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to Gavin Gibson.
Guys, I'll be honest with you, what I've saw and noticed something, the height, the length of Jenkins has bothered the Cougars.
Oh, they're a very long and athletic team.
Yep. Hayes goes in and puts it in. Give Cameron Hayes 9 and sprints back and deflects it out of bounds. You know, some young kids make a basket and they celebrate and they don't get back on defense. He did not that time.
Did a great job.
Terry Delaney out for the Cougars, and Colton Delaney comes in. Holbrook with the basketball knocked away. Ramsey will pick it up, bounce past to Boggs. Ramsey into the lane, nowhere to go, gives it up to Colton Delaney, goes up, gets his own rebound, pump fakes, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Ramsey, and he's going to throw it over the top. Hammonds with it, going 2 against 3, and it's going to be out of bounds on the block by Colton Delaney.
Cougars a good job down here hustling, just couldn't make it happen, and Jenkins hustling back with a basketball.
I'd be very interested to know what the field goal percentage is for the Cougars this game. I mean, hesitant to guess, but, you know, in the low teens.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Sexton goes in, and he's fouled. Once again, smart play by the Cavaliers, taking it in there and getting the foul call.
Yep.
Colton Delaney with his second, and that will send Sexton to the line, where it will be the 7th and 8th free throw of the third quarter. Rattles and falls in.
Yeah, doing a great job attacking the basket, drawing those fouls.
And
3:35 to go in the third.
Sexton rolls the second one in, and he's got 11. 36-12, 3:30 coming up. Delaney into the lane, gives it up to Colton Delaney. Addington with a three, Rosen doesn't go. It's going to go out of bounds, and the official asking for a help, and that ball is probably going to be a junk ball, and that will go to Jenkins.
Official kind of got in a spot with a ball coming at him and had a hard time seeing that one.
And as Jim said, picking up a little bit earlier are the Cougars, and there's the double team, and it's going to be stolen by Delaney. 2 against 2, goes into the middle of the lane, goes up and puts it in.
Strong move by Delaney to get the bucket.
Give him 7. Cameron Hayes said, go away. Not, boy, that was Patrick Mahomes' line.
Beautiful pass laid out, and Sexton ran under it. Defender couldn't get to it. Excellent job. Once again, Cavaliers will go to the foul line.
And that's going to be the 5th team foul, which will send Sexton to the line. That was a fine pass because there was very little margin of error.
Absolutely.
And Sexton will go to the line for his 5th and 6th free throw of the third quarter. First one rolls again and goes in. Nice touch. He looks like more than a 74% free throw shooter tonight. Second one up, and it's good. (38-14).
2:40, third quarter.
Gives it up to Delaney. Power dribble goes up, and he's fouled on the way up. And that's going to be on. That's going to be on Gibson.
Gets fouled. He tried to go in and shut the baseline off. Just a little too much arm. Good effort by him.
And that will send Colton Delaney to the line. And the first one is good. McCool for Delaney. Second one is long. Rebound's going to come down to Gibson.
Just great spacing, the Cavaliers right now.
Yes, it is.
If I didn't know better, I thought it was Raymond Justice's old 41 with Hayes in the post. Kicks it back out smartly, does Gibson. Hayes dribbling out front against Colton Delaney. Into the lane, backs it up. Skip pass to Sexton. Goes against Addington. Jumper off the board, doesn't go. Delaney rebounds. And ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah.
Under 2 minutes and 38-15 their score. I would say the Cougars need a full court man trap wherever and get this in a running game and put some threes up on the break or whatever, guys, because you're down and you've got to get after it.
And Coach Lee's going to call a timeout.
It's going to be a full timeout. 38-15 their score. We'll take a break, then we'll be back to Letcher County Central High School.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
38-15 their score, minute 35 as Jenkins will have the basketball back in play.
Sexton to the lane. And, you know, Jenkins is not settling for outside jump shots. Ball's taken away by Ramsey. 3 against 3. Ramsey gives it up to Delaney for the 3. Doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to Kahn. Turns back, goes up. Doopsie-doo, blocked by Gibson out of bounds.
Yeah, the Jenkins have had multiple blocks. Their long inside has forced the Cougars to head fake, you know, to shoot shots that aren't their normal shot.
Kick out to McCool. Delaney 3. Got it.
Nice touch there. Leads at 20 now, under a minute, third quarter.
And Sexton gives it up to Hayes, goes through, lays it in.
Wait, Hayes always under control.
Yes,
Give him 15 on the night. Delaney down the middle of the lane, and it's going to be good. Oh, fouls on the floor, and that's going to be on. That's going to be on Hammonds. Gives it up to Colton Delaney. Reverse puts it in. Nice shot.
It was right off the glass.
And here's the pressure that you all were asking for. Hayes goes in and doesn't go. And the pressure works. And it's going to be stolen. Nope, it's going to be off of McCool. You got to read the defense anytime you're throwing the pass. Cougars cannot afford not to have shot attempts the rest of the game. Jenkins got to protect the basketball. Double gives it up to Owens. Cougars scrambling. Gives it up,
Good
nice
pass.
and then Hayes lays it in.
Yeah, Cameron Hayes, great job drawing the defense and making the nice pass into Hayes.
Kahn gives it up, 3. Gets it up, and it goes for Colton Delaney.
That's a big shot to end the quarter, 42-23. Fourth quarter coming up. Be sure you stay with us.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
42-23 here at Letcher County Central High School. Want to thank the administration for letting us come in tonight, Hometown 24. Want to remind everyone tomorrow night we'll be doing the WYMT Games of the Week, and we'll be at Martin County. It'll be Martin County and Johnson Central. Catch us there around 6 o'clock tip. And Saturday night, it'll be the Bobcats and Patriots in a fight in Hyman. Hope you join us for that one.
Yeah, Cougars, if they're going to start their run, it has to be right now.
You're right, Jim.
I mean, it has to be right now.
And Jenkins got to protect
Delaney's
the basketball.
got his nosebleed there.
Delaney has played hard tonight. Where it's good or bad, he's hung in there, guys, and played hard. And a very nice athlete. Very good ball player.
Jenkins going with the wide offense, goes to Sexton, pump fake, and he is fouled. A little bit of talking going on, guys. They got to put a stop to that now. Got to put a stop to that. Neither team needs anybody
that's
thrown
sure,
out right here. Colton Delaney picks up his third. You know, this late in the season, you cannot afford to be thrown out of a basketball game.
2 games.
Yep. And it rose and doesn't go. Delaney inside, and it's knocked away and stolen.
Nowhere to go in there.
Sexton goes up to Gibson, goes in, it's missed, and McCool is going to be called for the foul. That's going to be his second, as sends Gibson to the line.
I believe Gibson had one thing in mind.
Oh, yeah. He's going to put her down.
He was going to send it
to
the promised land.
Gibson with the first of 2 free throws.
The Cavaliers have shot the ball well for the free throw line tonight.
They have.
Second one goes is talked to Ryan Potter just now, former Jenkins Cavalier. Kick out to Colton Delaney.
And we need to get a chance. We'll holler at everybody has been looking in tonight. We've had several, guys.
Delaney shot blocked from behind, and it's going to be a foul. And that's going to be on Gibson, and that'll be his second.
Mr. Kenneth Fugit been looking in tonight. Glad to have him and John Long.
Terry Delaney will go to the line to shoot 2. Tim Eldridge, Matt Oak, Spanky Bolin.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know who all I've got texts and calls from.
Yep. Paul Sandlin and James Catherine and
Timmy Ray Ison.
Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in. Second one is good. Troy Lee Thomas down in Ashland, Kentucky.
Glad to have Troy along.
Can't believe he's not scouting a ball game for Ashland.
Oh, I'm sure he is, just watching the game on the phone.
Probably.
Troy Lee don't stay home.
Coach Taylor looking in tonight, former coach of the Cougars.
Jenkins spreading the floor. Cougars trying to double the basketball. Jenkins goes right in there, and it's going to be a foul. And that will send Hayes to the line. And Colton Delaney's going to pick up his 4th.
Jim used right early. Jenkins got one thing on their mind, the drive to the go.
Oh, yeah.
Drive to the go.
Hayes.
And they've done it well.
They have.
Makes the first.
Take your hat off to them.
Yep.
They have done it well tonight.
Calling in for Delaney. Second one good as well. Ramsey with a give and go, puts it in.
Yeah, good look from Addington there.
Ball's deflected. Could be 10. Got to get it across. Coach Noble asking for it, didn't get it. Coach Lee saying, hold up, guys, hold up. In other words, he's wanting them to burn clock and do what they've been doing. Owens it deep, turns it back. Hayes gives it back into the lane, and that's going to be a charge on Hayes.
I thought Hayes should have threw it back out, Jim, to be honest with you.
And he's been doing that.
He's trying to catch his breath after the collision.
Yeah, good lick there, and hopefully it's just knocked the wind out of him. at this point of the season, anytime, you hate to see any kind of injury whatsoever.
But they're looking. John Haynes is looking at his ankle. Might have turned his ankle. Good sportsmanship by Coach Noble coming out and checking on him, and it looks like, don't want to speculate, but he's not putting any weight on it right now, but now he's putting a little bit more on it. As the old saying goes, tougher than Wang Dang. Anybody can find that in the dictionary, let me know.
5:35 to go in the ball game.
And you know, too, as you play these later games, you don't want any more injuries, any more bangs. And Ramsey goes in, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Gibson. 2 against 1. Goes straight in, and it's blocked by Kahn. And the foul is going to be called on Kahn.
The 6-6 and back to the free throw line.
Cavaliers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It'll be 24 free throws they've shot. And Sexton does what he's been doing, hits the front of that rim, got a nice soft touch. Rose hits the backboard and goes in. Second one does the same thing.
Shooter's roll.
Yeah, he touches all the rim.
And it's straight, so it's going to go. Kahn goes straight in, pump fakes, puts it in.
Nice little head fake there, Jim.
Yeah.
To go up for the second time to get that one to go. 5-minute mark. 50-31.
Here comes the double team, but Hayes splits him, steps through.
Nice move.
And it's going to count. Give him double figures.
Hayes just such a big, strong kid. He gets that, he can really, he handles the ball good, shoots the ball well from outside. He's just a tough matchup.
He is.
And, he handled the ball a lot last year and he makes the free throws for Letcher Central. So a lot of, even though he's a sophomore, has a lot of experience. And dribbles off the back of Hayes. It's going to be a turnover. And it'll be a turnover. Nope, it goes out of bounds, and it will be Cavaliers basketball with 4:46 to go in the game.
See the crowd somewhat now starting to leave here and there. A few seats.
Hayes with the basketball. Goes in, off, and it's going to be a turnover.
Be honest, thought he could have went up a little bit and lobbed it to him, guys.
But Coach Lee employing the Dean Smith 4 corners.
Yeah, just spread it out.
They are indeed. Yeah.
Every kid on his team can handle it, and Addington with a miss. Hayes with the rebound, and it's going to be a held ball, and it will be Cavaliers basketball. Little moisture on the basketball, asking for a towel.
Yeah.
Official Morgan going to wipe it off. Guys, baseball season right around the corner as we get close.
Oh, yeah, next week starts it up.
You wouldn't know it with our weather, but anyway, it's Kentucky weather. Double team, and it's going to be knocked off, and that's going to be off of Delaney as Gibson got called in that coffin corner. Smart play, knocking it off of Delaney.
Softball season as well, getting ready to take off, guys. So
Major League Baseball catchers and pitchers already there. Sexton throws it into the backcourt for Hayes, and he'll work against Delaney. Hayes kicks it. Oh, almost out of bounds. Owens able to save it. Sexton goes in. Bounce pass to Hammonds goes up, and he is fouled.
Tell you what, Jenkins has used their body extremely well.
Oh, yeah, to shield off the defenders and open
get
themselves up to be receptive to the inside pass.
Right, you're right.
Hammonds for his first two, 64% on the season. And it's long.
Cavaliers not miss Mitty tonight
No, they haven't.
at the charity strike, guys.
I think they'd hit 9 in a row at that point until he missed that one.
And Ratton rattles and goes. And Delaney goes in, and it's going to be a block, and it's going to count. And the foul was on Cameron Hayes, his second. And Delaney will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Delaney now with 16 points.
Had a cold start to the game, but it kept fighting.
Yeah, did not score in the first quarter.
He hung in there and did a good job. And just take your hat off to the Cavaliers tonight, guys. They just wore the lane out tonight.
Yeah, well, they've executed in not settling for taking bad shots.
Well, they come out early, man. They tried to shoot some threes.
Yeah, against the zone.
Yes.
Against the zone.
But then, from that point on, it's been really lane focused.
Yeah.
And not, as I say it all the time, just like in football, you're going north-south instead of east-west, and that puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Delaney 5 of 6, make that 6 of 7 on the night. Hayes going straight forward, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. And Coach Lee is looking like he looks at the clock. As a coach, sometimes you never want to look at that clock.
No,
he looks at the clock and says, "Come on, guys, we got to run a little time in our offense." Kahn with a 3, rattles, doesn't go. Gillum with it, blocked by Gibson. Outlet to Owens, got a 2 against 1, gives it up to Hammonds. It's blocked by Kahn, and he takes it away. Holbrook with the basketball. Picks it up, has nowhere to go. Finally, Ramsey comes and gets it. Owens has done a really good job on the defensive end. Delaney goes up, misses it, and it's going to be a turnover. Kahn up, and it's going to be a foul.
Kahn's got that crafty old man game.
Yeah, he works hard.
He's like the guy you find at the tennis courts, 2 head fakes, uses his body.
Hey, and what's wrong with that?
Nothing. I like watching him play.
Oh. I thought you looked at me and David.
Well, because you guys are the elder statesmen of the TVS 24 crew.
Kahn will shoot 2.
You've got to have experience sometimes.
Oh, 100%.
Don't you, Mavis Blair?
That's exactly right.
Oh.
That's funny. But anyway, 250, 54-35. Coach Lee a little bit aggravated at his team. Second one is no good. Rebound's going to come down, and it's going to be off of Hayes. As Hayes is back in the ball game, he shook off that ankle. And
good to see him back.
Oh,
yeah.
And he taps it out, and it'll be Cougar basketball. Kick to Gillum for the 3. Doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Delaney. Throws it up to Colton Delaney. He puts it in, and he's fouled.
That's good effort right there.
Yeah, both Delaney's getting there and getting the second effort and the third. Colton Delaney's going to be a fine player in a couple of years.
Yeah, I think so. He hustles. He plays hard. Got good hands,
just right now it's just kind of learning to play within yourself.
And he's got a nice touch.
Yeah.
He does.
And that's going to be the 4th on Gibson.
We're going to have a full timeout as well. 54-37. We'll be back after this.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
Welcome back to Letcher County Central High School. Fourth quarter here. 54-37 our score. And Delaney will go to the line to try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play, guys.
And, you know, Eric Grimm, you're tuning in, old former Cavalier. Thank you for tuning in. Was on that 2007 team that last time before the last meeting had defeated the Letcher Central Cougars. And there goes Hayes, misses it. And it's going to go out of bounds. And it was going to go out, but once again, the Cougars did not communicate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hayes with a spin, comes up short. Rebound comes down to McCool. You know, the thing about the Cavaliers, too, they've been kind of an iron six tonight as Delaney knocks it down.
Leads at 14, guys. Not enough time, I wouldn't think, but you never know.
Crazy things happening. Oh, my. And Hayes
nice play
cleans
by
it
Hayes.
up.
Yeah,
because I was been screaming, don't take that shot. And then
when you look over at Coach Lee, he's saying, oh, my, why did he take that shot? Because I was open, Coach. Gillum with a three. Doesn't knock it down. Rebound comes down to McCool. Goes up off the board and puts it in.
Is that McCool's first points of the night?
Yes.
Fifth.
Fifth?
Made a three-pointer down here.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right. He's got 5.
1 minute and 25 seconds. I don't think you'll see the Cavaliers shoot anything else. And that's going to be a foul on Gillum. That will send Hayes to the line. Oh, that did not sound good.
No, there was bones popping, guys.
No. Hope nobody heard that on the air.
Hayes used all the rim that time, just rolled off a little ways to the right.
And Bray Hall will come in for Alex Gillum. Second one is no good. Rebound comes down to Delaney. Crossover, Owens with a steal, 2 against 1. Gives it up to Gibson, and he misses it, and it will go out of bounds. Logan Kahn will take Terry Delaney, and that's probably a very good decision by Coach Noble. Game is pretty much over. Knocked away into the backcourt. Hayes will. And like I said, I don't think it'll be any more, and that's going to be a foul on Kahn as I say that. And Coach Lee will clear his bench.
Yep, he will. Player of the game, guys. Want to go with
Aiden Hayes.
Aiden Hayes will get that. Alice Lloyd College, player of the game.
And that rolls in for Owens' first point of the night for him. played a really good defensive game.
And the Jenkins crowd appreciative of their hustle out of their team tonight.
And the second one is no good. Delaney with it. Bray Hall with the three, and it goes for Bray.
Oh, and Bray, he's a shooting machine.
Playing a little string music, Letcher KY, guys.
Owens with the basketball, gives it up to, let's get all these guys that's in here. Ramsey gives it to Bray again. Can Bray make it 2 in a row? No. And number 4, Hunter White, gets the rebound with the basketball. And Coach Lee says, bring it back out. And that will end the basketball game, guys.
Yep, that'll be our final score, 57-45.
Big win for the Cavaliers tonight over here at LCC.
Yes, it was.
And they'll see each other again.
Yes, they will, and not
back
long.
here.
And not long from now. So both games in the books tonight is the Lady Cougars win, and then the Cavaliers on the boys' side wins tonight as well. Well, we'll have Breathitt County Saturday night, guys, and not Central. Be a big game. Tomorrow night, we'll have the WYMT game from Martin County. That'll be Johnson Central visiting Martin County. Jim, final thoughts on the game tonight, my friend?
Well, I mean, to me, number one, Jenkins used their strength, their length, their height to get in the paint, control the boards. Did really well in their second chance points. And, the Cougars probably shot 15-16% at most from the field for the majority of the game. Not going to win many like that.
That's true.
And, totally unexpected from the game. But Jenkins did what they need to do to make the victory. 2 in a row over the Cougars after not beating the Cougars since 2007. So big-time wins for Coach Lee and the Jenkins Cavaliers. Coach Noble, sometimes you just, as I say, you just got to wipe it clean and start anew. So, once again, we'll see them again.
And look, the Jenkins team, guys, they're as athletic as any team in the region, 1 through 5.
Yeah, they got length.
With the length.
They remind me of the Estill County girls team, and I mean that in a because what you have is 5 people that can handle the basketball, and that puts an immense amount of pressure on the defense.
Absolutely, no question about it. But like you mentioned, Manus, we'll see these two teams again very soon. And
as Gavin Gibson's dad, who played basketball at Letcher High School, Manford, said, it's really hard to beat a team 3 times.
For Jim McCauley, Manus Blair, David Adams, and all the hometown crew and our boss, Josh Cornett, we'd like to wish you a good night from Letcher County Central High School. Be safe out there, everyone.